All right, in this video, what we're going to talk about is we're going to break down Neil Patel's website. We're going to show why he's winning, why he's ranked #1 for a lot of SEO terms, and while the site structure really does matter as far as H1s, H2s, and all this other. So we're going to use a simple tool, which is very free, Screaming Frog, and we're going to actually do a couple different things. But what I want to do is make this quick and to the point that no matter what tool you use, you actually get the point that the site structure on the on page is very important. So the best person to do that on is Neil Patel, and we're going to go and show his website right now. Let's go to my PC and let's get this thing rolling. Okay, like I said, what we're going to do in this video is we're going to actually break down Neil Patel's website. Like I said, one of the leading people in SEO, to see exactly how he builds his website. Now we're going to do this with Screaming Frog. A lot of people may or may not know about Screaming Frog. If you don't, then this is going to be great for you. If you do, you're still going to get a lot out of this. I'm telling you, because there's a lot of key things that a lot of people just don't know. So let's go ahead and paste his URL in there and get started. Okay, so it's going to crawl this website. Pull in some things, pull in all the data and everything. Main thing I want to basically bring up and talk about is a couple key features, and I'll go ahead and start showing you this. Of course, we have our address stuff over here. We have our status codes over here. Okay, permanently move, redirects, and stuff like that. I mean, if you've done somewhat SEO and you've watched any kind of YouTube video, you've seen this stuff. You've seen some of the stuff I'm talking about. Now let's get into the real nuts and bolts of what's actually happening today. What's actually helping Google right now determine things. Now, of course, you have your titles, right? You have your links. You have your meta descriptions. Okay, well, that's all well and good as well. You have your different meta descriptions. Well, so Screaming Frog breaks down a tremendous amount of data, right? Okay, so let's break down one key thing here that separates people that know SEO and people that are just now getting into it, or maybe listen to every other guru that's doing stuff on the internet right now, or doing stuff on YouTube right now. I mean, for that matter, this is called meta keywords. So your meta keywords, you'll hear a lot of people like Yoast. You'll see a lot of maybe SEO Moz, stuff like that. They'll basically talk about throwing a keyword in the meta, like for meta keywords and stuff. Use those, and they'll help you rank. Well, they'll actually demote you. So if you look in again, meta descriptions, he has plenty. Meta keywords, he has 0. So that ought to tell you, if one of the leading guys in SEO is doing this and is not putting the stuff in there, why would you do it? I mean, think about that for a second. Let's just sit back for just 1 second and think, why would you go ahead and listen to all these other people, even some of the Google Hangouts and stuff like that they do, like Google Webmaster and stuff like that they'll actually tell you to use the stuff. I mean, and of course, I mean, if you're listening to Google, and I mean, they're going to tell you to do whatever they're not going to tell you the right thing to do. You think they want to let you trick them? I mean, seriously? I mean, we're not breaking ground here. All I'm saying is the meta keyword thing is an old thing that is it's gone now. Okay. So, again, if you don't believe me, I mean, the proof is right here. H1s, again, H1s are great things. I'm not going to go through his business. I'm just showing you that he has H1s. He does not have duplicate H1s. Okay, so he's did a very good job of doing that as well. H2s, again, he uses H2s, and he doesn't mind duplicating H2s. Okay, so that could help. Okay, canonicals. Now, it's a big thing about canonicals. You have to use them. I mean, there's no way that you're going to structure a website 100% perfect every single time, especially when you're first learning this stuff. So, whether you're a seasoned vet, or you're just learning it, or you just bought a website from somebody else, you're not going to have everything perfect. So you're going to have to canonical things properly. And even if the website or the page is exactly what the page needs to be, it still needs to have a canonical so that Google knows that that is the authority page. If you don't have the canonical, then it's not showing that basically anybody can, take your content and outrank you for your own stuff, or even, try to duplicate your stuff. And then basically Google's kind of confused at that point in time, right? So at that point, if you canonical what you're doing, you basically prove that you're the authority in what you just, in your article or your page or whatever you're doing. So, and then therefore you can also use canonicals for if you have multiple pages that may be kind of similar, but maybe they are not duplicate content, but they may be similar. And say, for instance, you want to rank one page, but for some reason Google's ranking the other page, you can actually canonical that one to the other page and actually, push that over there so that they know that, hey, this is the authority page in that sector. But we can talk about that for a completely different video. I just wanted to talk about exactly what some of the key things that, this is, come on, this is Neil Patel. This is not like, as far as this goes, it's not like it's some guy that just started. So again, major thing, meta keywords. If you got them, get rid of them. I'm just telling you, you can keep them all you want to, but if you're wondering why you're stuck on page 2 or why you're stuck on low page 1, it's because of the separation of the little details really get you. H1s, H2s, yeah, they're important. Don't get me wrong, they are important. Duplicating H1s, again, little details, they're going to get you. Canonicals, little details, they're going to get you. So what's separating the people that are winning and losing? This is just on page stuff, guys. This is just on page stuff. We're talking just the bare minimum of simple stuff. So not to get too far deep into this, I'm not trying to actually I'm trying to congratulate Neil in what he's doing. So if by chance Neil sees this, great job, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to put his stuff on blast at all. All I'm trying to do is say, what is the leading people doing in the industry today? This is just on page. We're not even talking about off page. We're not talking about anything else, social signal, any kind of other thing. We're just basically talking about the nuts and bolts of the basic setup. So again, if you're really, really wanting to know, some key things to do, get rid of the meta keywords. You're not winning like that. So if you still have them, it's just going to benefit you to get rid of them. And some of this stuff is niche dependent. So kind of do your own test on it, okay? Don't just take anybody's, advice on the internet. I wouldn't just go looking at one guy's YouTube video and say, oh, I'm going to go change this. Do one thing at a time. Do a test. Do a single variable test to see if you're winning. That's just the way to go. So if you're doing true SEO, if you're not doing testing, then it's pointless for you to just listen to anybody. So, you can listen to them, but do your own test to begin with. So again, real cut and dry. Just wanted to show you exactly what Neil's doing. It helps him. What could help you? All right. So anyway, we'll cut this one short. Again, I will have the Facebook page linked. Everything will be there. It's a closed group. You're more than welcome to join. All you got to do is ask, and then basically we'll accept you. But again, all that will be linked below. So again, we're doing this just to add value and to grow a team. You're a team of people to help. So that's all we're trying to do is actually get in there so that we can actually help each other grow and get better. So look forward to talking to you again, and hope everybody's having a good day.